And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is another duel of the OSS, Old School Society Duels. Right now, we're about to match off against our two wonderful competitors right here. This is the Silfer challenge being monitored by the one and only DarkWarrior77, and we have Michael68922. Let's see how he does. Michael is taking the first step towards destroying DarkWarrior77 and becoming a Raw Yellow YOLO. But Michael starts out the duel right here with a Blade Knight Warrior monster and one card face down. What will Dark Warrior do now? Mystical Space Typhoon taking out that face down card. It's Ominous Fortune Telling. You activated that a little too late. Silfer move. Although, I have not seen that card in quite a while, so I gotta give points for that real old school feeling. Now, Dark Warrior sets one monster and puts one card face down. Now it's Michael's turn. What will we figure out now? Michael is thinking about his move. Main phase 1. He's putting Blade Knight in defense mode. He's summoning Dark Blade, the second warrior monster. It looks like it may be a warrior deck. But he summons Dark Knight in attack mode, and he equips the card Junk Barrage. When the equipped spell destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's attack points. Interesting card. Let's see how well it does. Dark Blade attacks. What will happen now? Could it be a Marshmallow, a trap card? We'll soon find out. Oh, and it's Masked Dragon. It's going to go through, and Junk Barrage is going to deal 700. But Dark Warrior is willing to take that as he brings out Armed Dragon level 3. The question is, what will he do now? The audience is patient. He's patient with waiting. Now Dark Warrior, he's going to send Armed Dragon level 3 to the grave so he can bring out Armed Dragon level 5. Skadoosh. Pow. Armed Dragon on the field. He summons another Masked Dragon from his hand. He's going to attack that Dark type monster. He's going to send that to the graveyard, and Masked Dragon will attack Blade Knight. Now the end phase. No, nothing will happen. He chooses not to use Armed Dragon's effect yet. Interesting. Alright, Michael draws. They're both very close in terms of life points. Michael's just a little bit above that, 7,400 against Dark Warrior 7,300. So it's anyone's game. We see the warrior returning alive, and he's going to bring what card back? It could either be Blade Knight, or it could be... Yes, it is him. Looks like he's going to bring back his Dark Attribute monster. Let's see if the game will actually not freeze. That will be the first of many interesting choices. Blade Knight. It's either Blade Knight or Dark Blade. It looks like it may be frozen. Oh, no, it didn't. It did not. Looks like Dark Warrior was on Dark Warrior's turn in terms of seeing if he wanted to react to it or not. He summons Marauding Captain in attack mode. He's going to use his ability. He's going to bring out another warrior monster. And he chooses... It could very well be that Dark Blade. Yep, no. He chooses Blade Knight. And he's boosted now with 2,000 attack points because he only has one card in his hand. One or less cards. Blade Knight with the attack. He's going to attack that Masked Dragon. And Dark Warrior is going to lose 600 life points. But he does not seem worried. He brings out from his deck Divine Dragon Ragnarok. A 4-star vanilla monster with 1,500 attack points. Dark Warrior draws. He uses Paw Duality. Dark Bribe, Call the Haunted, and Goblin Attack Force are those cards seen. And we'll find out. Oh, he brings out Dark Bribe. Looks like he's trying to plan for something that might happen. He sacrifices Divine Dragon. He's going to bring out Vanity's Fiend. Armed Dragon's going to attack Marauding Captain, taking out that 1200. Vanity's Fiend's going to take Blatant Knight out for another 400. This does not look good for Michael, as he cannot special summon any monsters, and it looks like that Dark Bribe might be on Dark Warrior's side of the field. Michael draws. He sets one monster face down, and that's going to end his turn. Dark Warrior draws. And we see the appearance of Armed Dragon level 3. Looks like that face down card was Axe Raider. Armed Dragon level 3 and Vanity's Fiend both attack. And Michael's down to 2200 life points. With 3 monsters and 3 face downs, this game might be Dark Warriors. But let's see if Michael can make a very interesting comeback. The big thing he really needs, he needs maybe a trap or a spell to protect him. We'll see. He puts one card face down, but this could be dangerous. If Dark Warrior draws something like a Mystical Space Typhoon or a Twin Twisters, this might be the end. Yep, and looks like Michael is already accepting surrender. Dark Warrior brings out Upstart Goblin, giving Michael up to more than 3,000 life points. Armed Dragon direct attacks. Kunai of Chain is activated. Then it's going to put Dark Warrior in defense mode. But that's not going to work. Dark Bribe is there. And we have a triple direct attack, and that's going to end our first game. And Dark Warrior wins that first game, with still many of his life points left. Only losing his life points to a very few monsters, which it looks like he let happen so he could bring out his Armed Dragon level 5. Maybe the reason he didn't choose to bring it out is maybe the control he has, or maybe his ability. Send one monster card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field with an attack equal to less than the attack of the sent monster. That could be very, very convenient in a time where you have a very much stronger monster. Let's see what Michael's doing. Michael special summons with Marauding Captain Blue Flame Swordsman. A very skilled card if you know how to use it. He puts one card face down, and that's the end of his turn. DarkWarrior77 draws. This is match 2, so Michael really needs to make a comeback. He needs to win the next 2 games if he wants to ascend to Raw. If not, he'll continue his Silfer test at another time. Main Phase 1 happens with Dark Warrior. He activates Pod Duality. His cards are Archfit Knight, Mirage Dragon, and Mystical Space Typhoon. He's going to bring out that Mirage Dragon. He doesn't want to deal with that trap, it looks like. Or maybe he's saving it for a special occasion. He activates Fisher. He takes Marauding Captain out of the game. Mystical Space Typhoon is next, taking out that face-down creature swap. And he activates Shard of Greed. Looks like he's very well prepared. Enemy Controller is also used. He tributes Mirage Dragon and brings out Blue Flame Swordsman. Direct attacks with Blue Flames. And now the card is returned to his side. Dark Warrior doesn't have any monsters or face down on the field, so he might be able to put down a direct attack and really even that game up. He brings out the Warrior Returning Alive, bringing back that Marauding Captain. He summons it, and what else is he going to bring out? Special ability can happen. This is a very open spot for DarkWarrior77 in this deck. Marauding Captain and Blue Flame looks like they're going to both direct attack. Dark Warrior takes the first hit of 1800. He's going to give Marauding Captain 600 more attack points, and he's going to attack with another 1800. Dark Warrior is now down to 4400 attack points. On his standby, we see, his draw phase, we see one greed counter added to Shard of Greed, and he has one face down. He should be careful with this next card. Blue Flame Swordsman and Marauding Captain of the monsters on the field. Blue Flame Swordsman only has 1200 attack points because of his ability. He can take 600 attack points off his card and put it on another monster during the battle phase. Dark Warrior loses 1200. He's going to activate Blue Flame Swordsman one more time, boost up that Marauding Captain, He's going to strike Dark Warrior down with another 2400. This game looks very optimistically Michael's. But now we have another greed counter. And now Dark Warrior can use that and draw 2 more cards. It's like the replacement for Pot of Greed. You just have to wait 2 more turns. When he puts 2 cards face down, this can be a very risky move for Dark Warrior. Marauding Captain's now at 2400 attack points, while Blue Flame is at 600. They both keep their defense points, however. This could be a weakness if Dark Warrior wanted to exploit it. Michael is battle phase. Marauding Captain with the direct attack. Will he be stopped? Oh, and Dark Warrior admits. Good game. GG. It froze, but he won anyways. Looks like he might have been trying to maybe bring up another card. But it looks like he didn't bring up a lot of cards. He only had Mirage Dragon that he was able to put on the field. Compliments between the two. And now we return to the final game. Let's take a look at those decks. DarkWarrior77 has a 40-card deck with no extra, while Michael has a 51-card deck with 2 cards in his extra. Now, what could this mean? We've been seeing a lot of warriors, and we've seen a lot of normal-type monsters, so it could be a First of the Dragons. But now, we'll see what happens now. Michael starts out with Blade Knight with 2 cards face down, and now Dark Warrior's turn to turn it around. That rhymes. Power Duality is activated. The revealed cards are... One can only imagine. Oh, we see a Dark Bribe. But Dark Warrior still gets to draw a card. And to some people, that's not good. Dark Warrior brings up Mystical Space Typhoon, takes out that face down. It's a Rush Recklessly. A nice little Speedo card there. The good thing about those quick play spells is they can be quickly activated. And now it's boosted up Blade Knight by 2300. It looks like it's going to protect him for this in terms of battle. Oh, and a Fisher card is activated, taking him out. Divine Dragon Ragnarok direct attacks. And Michael loses the first amount of life points for the game. Dark Warrior puts 1 card face down, 2 cards face down, 3 cards face down. He ends his turn. This is going to get exciting. Michael draws. He has 3 cards in his hand against 4 cards on the field. What card could he use to take him out? From what we've seen of Dark Warrior, he hasn't been using a lot of his trap cards. Or maybe he just doesn't have a lot of them in general. We have DD Warrior summoned to the field. It looks like he's going to do a banishing trick. Let's see. Nope, he's going to leave him on the field as defense. DD Warrior is a 12-star Earth monster warrior, and when this card battles a monster after damage calculation, remove from play that monster and this card. It's also good to set the monster, too, so your opponent doesn't know what he's attacking. But Michael will take the 300 life points, and he's going to banish both Divine Dragon Ragnarok and DD Warrior. Michael draws. And he does nothing. He puts nothing on the field. Dark Warrior draws. He has 2 cards in his hand. Now, a good way to really seal his lead is if he brings out a monster. Let's see if he can. And no, he can't. He's going to leave those 3 cards on the table. And Michael's going to put 1 card face down. Most likely the card he just drew. And that'll be the end of his turn. Dark Warrior draws. 3 cards in his hand, 3 cards on the field. What could those 3 face downs be? We may never know. Because last time, Dark Warrior had 3 cards face down, and I guess he wasn't able to play. Oh! We have Zing Zhen Hu. Activate by selecting 2 set spell or trap cards on the field. The selected spell or trap cards cannot be activated. As long as Zing Zhen Hu, the face down card. Nope. Dark Bribe prevents this. One gets to draw a card and another card. Let's see if this card can turn things around. Clever done to Michael. He sets 1 card face down. And he summons Marauding Captain. But will he be able to special summon a monster? That's the real question. Marauding Captain is just standing there boldly, and he's just going to direct attack. Nothing else he has in his hand, it looks like, to be a monster. Marauding Captain is level 3 warrior Earth attribute monster, which, when it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. It does not have to be a warrior type, but it's best if it is. Darkwarrior does nothing on his turn with his 2 set face downs. Looks like they might be dark bribes. And he's going to end his turn. Or, it's still in the end phase. Is he planning something? It's one of those a mystical space typhoon that he's going to activate. Nope. He's not going to activate any cards, and it's Michael's turn again. Michael is a very good opportunity to bring him back. But Darkwarrior is known for making great comebacks with just one draw. Michael sets 1 card face down. And Marauding Captain is standing. Nope, Michael's setting 1 card face down. He's direct attacking with a Marauding Captain. Take out that 1200, take out that 1200. And he's waiting for a player. Darkwarrior's not going to freeze because he's waiting on the player. It froze. It froze on Book of Moon. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we're still in the final battle here. Now, it looks like we might have an opportunity. We may need to refresh. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Refreshing is pretty much what's going to happen. We'll see what the official has to say. Looks like both Darkwarrior and the Music Man 2, that's myself, looks like they're going to refresh. Now, what's going to happen during a refresh match? Typically, they start at game 1 again. But like Darkwarrior mentions right here, he will surrender the first duel, and Darkwarrior will surrender the second duel. That way, they will both be able to do the sides that they want. Michael will first surrender whenever he's ready, and now he's waiting for the players to decide. And now game 2 will happen, and Darkwarrior will. And we are back. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the players are now switched. Michael is now on the top, and Darkwarrior is now on the bottom. Darkwarrior will start his turn with the Mystical Space Typhoon, destroying a Disappear trap card. Remove from play 1 card from your opponent's graveyard. I've actually never seen that trap before. Darkwarrior will summon Defender, the Magical Knight. He will equip a spell counter as per his effect. And it looks like he's going to attack DD Warrior Lady. Michael will take the 100 life points, but he's going to banish both those monsters. Defender, if gained with enough spell counters on the field, can be a very dangerous card, as he can be essentially a perfect defense for battle and or card effects. Michael summons Darkblade, but it's going to be banished by Bottomless Trap Hole. But it looks like, as we're going through this duel, Michael seems to be pounding through those traps, pounding through that resistance, and looks like he's going to try evening the matchup. But Darkwarrior is going to bring up Call the Haunted, because Masked Dragon is something that Darkwarrior really wants to have. And if he was clever, I'm not going to say clever, but I would probably leave that Masked Dragon on the field. But now he can bring out that Armed Dragon level 3 that gave him a lot of trouble in that first match, that first duel. The graveyard count now is Disappear and Hammer Shot, while in his banished is DD Warrior Lady and Darkblade. While in Michael's graveyard we have in Dark Warrior's graveyard we have five cards: Mystical Space Typhoon, Bottomless Trap Hole, Conva Haunted, and Masked Dragon and Armed Dragon level 3. Level 5 is on the field now, along with Masked Dragon. And it looks like the tables are going to be turned on Michael68922. Masked Dragon direct attacks. And now it's Michael's turn. He has one card face down on the field and 2 cards in his hand. Will he be able to make that comeback? He's going to set one monster in defense mode, and that might be the end of his turn. It is. Dark Warrior draws 3 cards to his hand. He only lost 300 life points. He's in a very good spot right now to clinch the duel. And he summons another strong monster, Skilled Dark Magician, 1900 attack points. He attacks. Michael's going to flip up that card. It's Pitch Dark Dragon. And the card he used was Cemetery Bomb. Inflict 100 points to your opponent for each card in their graveyard. Seems like a card to be used at the end of the duel, not the first part of the duel. But I guess you don't have any choice with what you draw. Michael draws, as it looks like this might be his last turn. And what's going to happen? He's going to summon Blue Flame Swordsman. Interesting choice. Darkwarrior's giving a little bit of advice. Blue Flame Swordsman. He attacks Masked Dragon to try doing as much life points as he can. And he's going to use Dark Dragon. He's going to bring out that Divine Dragon Ragnarok. It looks like it's Dark Warrior's favorite card in his deck. It'd be the only reason. He does not have anything else that would work well with Divine Dragon Ragnarok, minus the polymerization and its polymerization with Lord of Dragons. Now, Dark Warrior's last game. He summons Mirage Dragon, and he's going to attack with Armed Dragon, and that will be the end of our duel. Best of luck next time, Michael. You are very close. But now, for right now, we will be going to another duel at another time. Peace out, everybody.